Hello everyone, this is Sam, and today we have an unusual topic. We're going to discuss the philosophy of the Joker. The iconic Batman comic book character has become an integral part of pop culture, and thanks to Heath Ledger's part in The Dark Knight, the Joker became the idol of an entire generation. I am sure that you have stumbled across aphorisms and quotes that people like to see as a philosophy of the Joker on the internet, but actually it has little to do with his philosophy. And today we will go on a serious journey and consider the real philosophical concepts around the Joker's image. We will mainly focus on Heath Ledger's Joker, but at the same time, we won't leave out other incarnations of this iconic character. The Joker is a DC Comics supervillain who first appeared in 1940. He became the first real supervillain challenging Batman, who would routinely make trouble for anonymous vandals. And let's make it clear, Batman and the Joker are complementary and inextricable, so they can only be understood in comparison. Surprisingly, the relationship between these iconic characters was well shown in the cartoon The Lego Batman Movie. The Joker's distinctive feature is the lack of clear biography. If we look at the other supervillains like Mr. Freeze, Bane, Penguin, each of them has their own story, but not the Joker. There is a canonical graphic novel, Batman the Killing Joke by Alan Moore, who presented the most exhaustive reflection on the superheroes in Watchmen. In Batman the Killing Joke, he made no less radical move, showed the Joker's formation. And here's what he tells us. A former chemical plant engineer wants to become a comedian, but financial problems force him to participate in a robbery of this very plant, where the would-be robbers are overtaken by Batman. The comedian falls into a tank of chemicals, and the Joker is born. Moore has a very simple idea, which has become a key one for the Joker's image. Each of us is exactly one bad day apart from madness. But this is one of many versions. It is impossible to choose the only true one because it doesn't exist. This is the first step to understanding the Joker's philosophy. This is a character without a biography, without a story, without a personality as such. There's a story behind Batman's or Bane's mask. The Joker has none. Inside him, there's only chaos. It's no coincidence that the Joker is wearing makeup, but Batman a mask. The mask hides the real face, while the makeup is the face. Obviously, can't hide the Joker's identity. Moreover, Gordon said that there is no information about who the Joker is in any database. This only emphasizes the idea of absence. The next part of the Joker's philosophy is his attitude to order and law. You may want to call the Joker an anarchist, but he's not. Real anarchism involves the struggle for personal freedom from any political institutions. The Joker is not fighting with the government. His philosophy is far from this. Joker is not an anarchist. He is a hero in a philosophical sense. German philosopher Georg Hegel, the pinnacle of German idealism, wrote about aesthetics. In his works, he analyzed the stages of social development. He identified the era of heroism with its cult of individuality that preceded the age of law and order, with the law prevailing. Hegel needed this to demonstrate societal development. But we are intended to use this perspective to analyze superheroes. Hegel, of course, didn't read the comics about Superman, but he understood the hero's function well. There is never a place for a hero in this order because the hero must violate this very order by their actions. Superheroes go against the order of things, but there still has to be someone who would ensure it. And that's why Batman was so much in favor of Harvey Dent. It was his character who was supposed to become the face of order and law in Gotham. The Dark Knight can't be that figure by definition, since he violates the law himself. Batman's heroism lies in accepting the role of a criminal and dissociating himself from the law. But this is exactly what real heroes do. They put global values above their personal interests. And strange as it may sound, it is Batman's heroism that allows the Joker to rise. Moreover, the Joker questions Batman's exclusivity. There really isn't much difference between them. I would like to recall Grant Morrison's graphic novel Batman Arkham Asylum. The grim and sinister job gives Batman a few conditions, including those of Arkham's famous patients. Among the patients, of course, is the Joker. As we watch Batman pass through the hospital, it becomes increasingly clear to us that he may well become one of the patients of this hospital. The Joker in Nolan's film also talks about this idea. A total desire for justice is no better than a thirst for chaos. Both are detached from the society and the law. Batman's and the Joker's other striking common feature is that they neglect their vested interests. Their morality is not based on profit. Yes, Batman is a stickler for justice, and the Joker is a stickler for injustice. But both of them are selfless. They are both guided by a goal known only to themselves. To achieve these goals, both act in ways that go against the public law, but in accordance to what they believe is right. This strongly reminds us of Kant's ethics. Everyone must act according to their inner duty without succumbing to fears, desires, and pursuing specific practical benefits. Your actions may even harm you, but they should comply with your own truth, all for the sake of the inner law. If Kant meant your every action to be done as if it was a law for the whole world, the Joker and Batman act similarly out of the sense of duty, although this duty is individual and specific to them. It doesn't matter that their goals are in fact directly opposite. They achieve them in a very similar way. Plus, the Joker expresses his common position much more vividly than Batman. The whole world of Gotham acts based on the benefits of its own actions, focusing only on the goal, hence the famous Joker speech about planners.
Do I really look like a guy with a plan? You know what I am? I'm a dog chasing cars. I wouldn't know what to do with one if I caught it. You know, I just do things.
The Joker is only interested in the process. He admits that he doesn't even strive for goal. Therefore, he doesn't consider himself a planner, although obviously he makes elaborate plans to implement his ideas. This gives the Joker incredible freedom. He can safely kill, don't care about the money, and burn it. In the film, this point is best understood by Alfred. He tried to explain it to Batman by using an example of tribes in Burma who robbed caravans with precious stones, not for the sake of the stones, but simply to rob.
So why steal them?
Well, because he thought it was good sport, because some men aren't looking for anything logical, like money. They can't be bought, bullied, reasoned, or negotiated with. Some men just want to watch the world burn.
In summary, the Joker, like Batman, has its own law book, which doesn't comply with public rules. Batman wants to achieve justice, the Joker to create chaos, and they observe it regardless of whether it will harm their lives or not. Throughout the film, the Joker confronts Gotham, and specifically Batman, with ethical choices. And he manages to show the city that prudence is not the way out. At the end of the film, the two fairies signify the ethical dilemma that the Joker states. And they choose the very act of non-killing, even if it leads them to their doom. None of the prisoners dared to murder, none of the ordinary people too. The Joker puts people in a situation where they're not acting for their own benefit, thereby showing them the possibility of new ethics. Unwittingly, he shows Gotham that they can be virtuous for the sake of virtue itself, not for the sake of the result. As a result, the Joker's philosophy, with its similarity to anarchism, is a complex statement about the essence of heroism, and the Joker and Batman are not very different, and the Joker knows it.